All right, look, he's here. He's back. I appreciate you guys. I have been off the grid. I was traveling, and I was having all kinds of dealing with publishing stuff and business, and then I got sick. And I'm feeling like 100 times better, but I did end up with pneumonia, and it just was a whole thing. And I ended up in the hospital, and it was a wake-up call. And I feel great. I feel like I'm on the path. I've been working out. Today's day 11 of a whole new thing. And I'm down everything. Down 7.6 pounds on the scale. My blood pressure is down to normal. My blood glucose is low again. Like it's back down. Like laying off all the junk food. So I want to get back. I have a bunch of things that are happening with clients, but I also have the CHIME, this tune that we had started about a month or so ago, and it just kind of abandoned. Now, I got this rectifier, and I ended up pulling the Mark V, and I was going to sell it. We're going to do a little, we're going to get a little sound test on heavies for this song, and then I'm going to take a little time in the next day and work up like a cool guitar part for it, and then the next one will be all the like secondary guitars. I've got a little 12-string thing here. It's really a scratch guitar, but it's just there. And then this was a little test of. This was me just figuring out the chords with the axe effects, but it's muted. So what I've got is I've got two tracks. I've got IR1, so this is my JSIM 800 going into the surreactive load into this track, and then I've got the rectifier in channel 3 on this track. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little, not even barely a minute with the 800 in channel 3, then maybe we'll switch to channel 2. Then we're going to fire up this Mark V and just kind of, I want to make sure I'm doing the right choice. You know, I go crazy sometimes. One thing I did do, I made a mistake. Like at first when I plugged in the 800, it sounded good. Then when I went and put in the rectifier, the triple rec, this is a multi-watt triple rec, it was so out of phase. I was like, what? And I'm like, bing, bang, boom, looking at it, tick, tick. And not only is it out of phase, but it's like this. Then I realized, the loop was not on the 800. So, yeah, don't ever do that. Like, if you're doing stereo, they're either both with their loops or they're both without their loops. So I shut off all the loops, so now there's no loops. So this is just the Les Paul bone dry into here's the 800, and I've just got a touch of woodshed and a touch of the Maxon 808. So here's the 800. And that's just rock and roll. And then here is the channel 3 of the rectifier. Hey, you know what? For all the hard things, in life, in my mind, at least I still get off on this stuff. That sounds really nice. All right, so, and they're both just zeroed out. They're all just the same volume. So there you go. So we're going to just run down like the first minute, 30 seconds, minute, and then we're going to switch to the channel 2. But here is 800 and rectifier and channel. that Beavis and Butthead? Come on, man. Is it Beavis and Butthead? All right, now we're gonna do a playlist, but we're gonna not do channel 3. We're gonna switch to channel 2. So now we're gonna go to channel 2 on the Recto, which is in vintage mode. This one too. So here we go. So here's the 800, same, and yeah, just same, and multi-watt triple. Okay, all right, now we're gonna oh, I gotta tell you, with the getting sick and all the business drama and all the back and forth with publishing companies and lawyers, and it's like, man, when did I start hating this? But all right, so here's channel 2 on the no, why do I get no sound? Oh, not on. Okay, so here's channel 2 on the Mark V, which is just it's like in crunch mode, right? So we're going to go to the next one. Remember, the 800 is staying consistent. So now we're going 5 channel 2. Okay? This is like the lower gain, mid gain. Give it a little more presence, just a little bit more. And now let's test this, the phase and everything, because now it's a different amp. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay. There you have it. All right, now we're going to do the same little 30-second deal. So this is the 800, exactly the same. Same thing with the 808, just tapped. And, but now we've got the Mark V in channel 2 crunch mode. Yeah, it's just that. And now we're going to go, an EQ is in on the Mark V with very much the standard smiley kind of EQ, the cut, the 750. It's the same stuff. We're going to do this. Now we're going to come here, and now we're going to go, this is in now 2C plus mode, which is now channel 3. We're in Same. Everything. I'm glad we're doing it. Why am I getting tired? I've been eating like way less calories and working out. That was a little unfair. I was not wanting to play that. It's evolving though. I'm playing more than on the recto tracks. The recto was more just straight, you know, and I spiced it up later on, but this I'm just kind of coming out. Like I said, I haven't established a part yet. All right, so this is now same thing. This is Mark 5. This is now still channel 3 now. Sometimes you switch channels. I just always want to double check. It's almost done, guys. Now I'm going to see what we think, and then, yeah, perfect. Perfectamundo. Where am I? Boom. Okay. So, still 800. And, yeah, it's all a game. It's okay. So without hearing all this, that Mark IV mode, I love playing in that mode. That just has a great feel. That and channel 3 in the recto. All right, so yeah, here we go. So we're gonna start from the beginning. So here's 800 and recto and channel. It's a little overblowny, but you know that's I could carve it up. Here's channel 2 on the recto. Okay, here's channel 2 on the Mark V crunch mode. don't know. It sounds like it's a better sound to me if it wasn't necessarily with another amp. You know, you go to the here's the Recto and Channel 2 blending. Feels more like that kind of more works than this Mark V in. Then something about that I don't care for. Here is the 800 with in 2C plus mode. Right? And here is in Mark IV mode. I kind of like, I don't know, it's 2C plus. I like the Mark IV mode, it breathes more. It's really nice. And then here's Channel 3 on the Recto in modern. It's got a little bit more low end. So if I was to come here, let me just put this. Let me just come here and. So here it is with the little lows cut just on the Recto. And then kill the EQs, and now here is Mark IV mode. Here's Recto and Channel 2 vintage mode. I don't know, that's kind of nice. That's like, this got like more ambience. The thing with the Mark that I found, and you know, you think about like, I don't know why I always think about the Petrucci thing with these Marks. Like, he has such, he's so like, it's kind of literalness to the way he plays, and his fingers are like really articulate, and he's like, and like, that feels like the Mark is, to me, is, there's like a dryness to it. There's more of a swagger to the Recto. You know, it's got a little bit more of this. So kind of you know, I mean, it's all taste, right? You know, there's no right or wrong. Here's it's the 800 with the Recto and Channel 2 vintage mode. And Recto Channel 3 modern mode. It's a little louder, even though the waveforms are not necessarily louder. And keep in mind, so both these have the Pulse 2 IRs. It's the Owen Hammer 412 and the Leon Todd LTTV Mix 7. They both of them have the exact same setup. These other ones are muted or bypassed. So again, here is Channel 3 with the Recto in Channel 2 vintage. Top or something, but you know, we're winging this. And here is now with Mark V and Mark IV mode. And here's Mark 5 2C+. Yeah, they're all nice. And Recto, Channel 2 vintage mode. I like that better, I think. But the Mark is really nice, but I like that the more of the Recto. But what do you guys think? Right? Because I'm going to work on this because I'm teetering. I put the Mark 5 up for sale, and it was just, I don't know, it was just, man, maybe I'll just sell everything and just use Axe Effect. I don't know. I'm not doing that, but it was just, I go through phases when I'm like, oh, all this equipment. It's like if I got rid of everything, I could have my guitars right here. I don't know. Would that be more inspiring? Probably not. Guitars are right there, and I've got my Les Paul right here, so I'm good. Anyway, there you go. What do you think? What do you think? Here's 800 with Recto, Channel 2, vintage mode. Yeah, I mean, that's like raw, like, right? No effects, no EQ, nothing. Zippity doo-dah. Zippity doo-dah. Yeah, that's really nice. What do you guys think? Hey, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Take care of yourselves. Get healthy, I mean, it's sitting in a room by yourself, staring at a computer, thinking about snare hits is not always conducive to health. We lost a good one this past week. A young guy, real good friend of mine. I've been moderating Gear Sluts for 25 years. He's been on the whole time. We've put on functions together. We've mixed online together. We've done podcasts together. We hung out a lot in New York. Killed some brain cells in New York. Worked on some projects. So if anybody knows Bill Kamek, he passed away about last week. I don't know how old he was, but he was definitely younger than me. So we had a little memorial for him on Zoom on Sunday or Monday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or Sunday. And it was, guys from Gear Sluts. It was his family and his friends. And, he was a part of running Pensado's students in Pensado's place, I think. So there were I saw a couple of guys I knew. Jesse was there. Matt was there. I even saw Steve Remote. A couple other guys I knew. So, getting all sick and then him passing away. And my old hairdresser passed away. She couldn't have been 40. Looked like total health person, like all smiley, happy. I don't know what happened to her, but and yeah. So prayers up for people that are hurting that I know and love. And sorry to see Bill go. We were talking about I was out there in the spring but I was like, I was meeting up with all my childhood friends from Yonkers. So I said, I'll come down. I'll probably come down, to the Javits Center in the fall, and we'll hang. Anyway, that's it. Peace out.